This is the Two on Your Side Hearing Evaluation Services of Buffalo Sports Desk.
Don't let the sunshine now fool you. It was another rainy morning here for day 4 of Bills training camp. This, nothing new so far. The players in pads was Nate Mills with more on the untraditional start to a true camp tradition.
Day 4 of Bills training camp marks the highly anticipated first day in pads. But new head coach Joe Brady extending the ramp-up period a little bit more today by running only half the practice in full gear. Another example of some of the changes under the new regime.
I've always been bothered by seeing coming out the first day of pads and everyone's just adjusting and kind of, thinking about all the pads as opposed to the detail, the physicality, the mindset of how we want to practice.
Players fully suited on the first half of today in individual drills and shedding the shoulder pads for team reps. Brady thinking of the team's mentality when making this decision.
That rep didn't go that way because my chin strap wasn't where it needed to be, so it's like let's get our focus on what it needs to be, and there's gonna be some of that today. I'm gonna see some of that. I'm gonna get on the guys for it. Just let's get ready to go.
Brady admitting that the real evaluations for positions like the offensive line really start when everyone straps up, but some players see some benefits to waiting an extra half day.
I think it's something that not many people would think about. He really tries to see most things from the player's perspective, which we really appreciate, because he really does take into account how we might think or how we might feel, and giving us that little, 30, 45 minutes in pads at first kind of gives us a moment to, make sure everything's fitting right, everything feels good, because sometimes first day of pads you put them on and something's wrong the whole day and it sucks.
The team sharing their excitement with Brady as he confirms Tuesday will be a full go with full pads for the entire practice. I'm Nate Mills reporting on your side from Bills training camp for Channel 2 Sports.
Thanks, Nate. Other Bills news. Let's give a big happy birthday to Marv Levy, turning 101 today. The Hall of Famer continuing to have an impact on the current team, once again giving guidance to the head coach. Here's Joe Brady's thoughts on their relationship.
For a guy that knows didn't care about the weather, wanted it hard, right? When it's too hard for them, it's just right for us. It's there might be a couple head coaches that have been since him, but the mindset, the mentality, how the Buffalo Bills, how the organization that he, the ship that he led, nothing's going to change. And so, happy birthday to Marv Levy, 101, and can't fathom that. So, hope he enjoys his day.
Bills back on the practice field tomorrow morning with us hearing from special teams coordinator Jeff Rogers beforehand. From Bills training camp, John Scott, Channel 2 Sports.
Right, thank you, John. We were just talking about it. Kind of hard to believe. Return of the blue and red practice will be here so soon. And then, of course, fans will be in the stands for the first home game soon. It's crazy.
I just can't wait to see the first preseason game.
No, I know.
And see them on the field.
I'll just skip that one right over, right? All right, thanks so much for joining us for Channel 2 News at 6. NBC Nightly News is next here on Channel 2. And join Dan and me in just 2 minutes for Channel 2 News at 6:30. I'm also bringing Sarah as well, streaming for free. Then right after, Dan and I will return for Buffalo Nightly News at 7 o'clock. Stream for free and watch here on Channel 2. Have a great night, everyone.